Bucky again. I just wanted to give you some tips and pointers here. As you know, our company, we buy houses all across different markets. We look for all different types of situations to help homeowners out. Everybody is faced with different crises and different reasons why they need to leave their home or sell their home. It could be something as simple as you inherited a property that you didn't want, and you have a group of family members that you need to figure out the best option to get the money out of the house and move that to the entire family. It could be a property that you owned for a long time. Maybe you're tired of renting it out. We can help you in many different situations. And when I say we, I mean we really truly care about your outcome here. Okay, and that's the topic of today's video that I'm going to talk to you about. Is it all starts with the ARV. Okay, and what is ARV? It's after repaired value. The key thing that my company does for you guys is give you the true ARV. Okay, it doesn't matter what number people offer you in your house. It matters what the market will hold, okay, in the state of that house. And if you want a true fair offer, we need to break it down from the end result and how we get back to that, okay? When we buy houses across the different areas, such as Tulsa or whatever market that you're in, that we're working with you in, we use an ARV model, okay? So we take a look at what's selling in the marketplace and what's sold. We call those comps. Comps are 3 to 4 to 5, maybe sometimes 10 properties that sold within a half-mile radius of your home, depending where you're at. Could be larger radius or could be smaller. We look at the comparable age of the home. We look at the bathrooms, bedrooms, and we try to find similar properties that have sold within a 90 to 120 day period. From there, then we can start seeing the average of the cost per square foot. And we look at the houses that sold for the most, and we look at the houses that sold for the least, and it kind of helps us understand the conditions of those houses and how they were sold. Okay, so we take all those different factors, and that's how we come up with a after repair value for your home. Okay, so every home has a true after repair value based upon what the market will give at that time period. Okay, and when I mean at the time period, it could be something as July or August, or the market changes all the time. So you may get into a hot season when you have your property for sale and it could go for higher, or it could be through maybe the winter months when the properties don't move as fast and it takes longer for a property to sell, so the ARV may be a little bit lower. So all those different factors, we compare 39 different factors when we come up with the ARV, and we use that as investors because our end goal is to get the maximum ARV after repair value out of a home. Okay, it does 2 or 3 different things, and especially when we're focused in a market, we like to focus and invest in certain markets because as we do our homes and remodel the homes and resell those, and we get more dollar value out of it, it drives up our ARV for the next home. So all these things work together. So our goal here is to get the most value out of your home for you. And then how we do that is we break down that sheet for you, okay? So if you set an appointment with us, we'll cover that whole entire process with you on what your after repair value of your home will be. Because when we pay for your property, we can look at multiple different options in getting that price for you. Okay, you want the most money out of your house, and we want to get the most money out of the house, so it drives up the ARV for our other properties that we're continuously working on rehabbing and selling in that area. Okay, so we really need to work together, because if investors are out there taking properties away really cheap, it drives down the ARV. Okay, so our goal here is to really just identify the aftermarket repair value, okay? And how does that process work? Well, when we come to your home, we're going to set an appointment with you. Okay, we're going to come out and we'll give you two options, right? We'll give you a cash offer option that you walk away and you don't have to do anything, or we'll show you a strategic plan that we can work together to get that maximum value out of your property. So you have two options. A, walk away easy. B, work with us to get that maximum value. Okay. The nice thing about it is we don't charge fees, real estate commissions, any of those items. We have a bigger goal in mind, is to raise the value of those given neighborhoods because it helps our other properties that we've already invested in. So it's a win-win for both of us, and we want to really work with you to, drive up your property value and show you how that can be done. Okay. First off, to recap what ARV is after repair value. Okay. If you're going to get retail pricing out of your home, it has to be retail ready, right? So think about a new home. If you ever toured a model home, I encourage you to go do that, right? Go out there and take a look. Everything is perfect, right? And then I want you to come back to your house and walk through and see what is not perfect. Okay, if you were a new home buyer, you would want everything to be ready to go. Okay, that's the benefit, is if you don't want to go through those steps, we have option 2 that we can buy your property just the way it is if you don't want to do any work on it. Okay, so when you work with us, we give you two options. One, how to get your ARV top dollar out of your property, or 2, how to walk away, with cash in your pocket and be able to move on to whatever life is throwing at you today. Okay, so first off, let's talk about what happens. We'll come to your house. We will have pulled together some comps for you, so we know what the market is potentially going to hold for your type of property based upon some big data points that we pull together. So we can analyze all those things before we even get there. What I need to look at, or our team needs to look at when we show up on your property, is what is the condition. Okay, if you're going to get top dollar out of your property, most of the time it's going to be from a traditional buyer. Okay, and that traditional buyer has to go through several different things in order to buy your property at top dollar. First, they have to get approved by a lender. That lender will require a home inspector to come out. Okay, and not all home inspectors are the same, right? And we'll talk more about that later in another video. So they're going to come out and they're going to inspect your property. In order for that bank to be able to issue a loan, they have to have a clean inspection report that's clean enough for them to approve, right? There can't be foundation issues. There can't be, say, electrical issues. There couldn't be, cracked windows, missing shingles on the roof. So all those things, you need to think about, and we can go into more details about that in another video for you as well. But the point of this is we're going to walk through that house and we're going to personally identify all those for you. And when we leave, we're going to give you 2 sheets, right? You're going to have 1, all the things that you need to do to get maximum ARV out of your property, and 2, how you can just walk away with a cash offer in your pocket within the next couple weeks. Okay, so you can have 2 ways to do this. Option 1 is to, partner with us in a sense that we will show you all the things that need to be done. We can direct you to different contractors that we recommend. We can also even partner with you on some types of deals. So sometimes you may not have any equity in your property. We look at all the repair values and you're like, oh my gosh, I owe $120,000. This looks like about $25,000 in repair values. The home's not even worth that much, right? So if you're upside down in a loan too, we have options that we can talk about there. So 2 options: 1, walk away, or 2, partner, and we'll put a plan together to get you that top dollar. You have the choice. You're leading this. You own the property, which is great. You're in control. So always remember that as you're talking to different buyers of your property, that you're the seller. You own the real estate. You're in control. They should have your best interest in mind, and the best interest for you is getting you out of the situation that you want to be out easiest way possible and getting the most money out of it as possible. Okay. We've been investing in properties since '97. We bought, so many different properties, helped different people in different situations, so we can figure out the best option for you. Okay. That's why we like to come out to your property, take pictures of it, look and see what the cash value of it is today that you could walk away with, or what you would need to get maximum after repair value. Okay. And that's what's key. And it's interesting, in the times that we're in, the ARV can actually change within the time that you go to fix it up. So we always want to re-look at that. And then how do you sell that property once you have it all fixed up? Okay. We can give you a couple different options there as well. Okay. We have investors that work with us too, that may be interested in your property as well. So if you would like to have that as an option. We have multiple different ways to help you out of your situation. But the easiest way that a lot of our sellers like to leave is just walk away from the property. You don't have to clean anything. You don't have to take any pictures down. You don't have to put up the dogs or the animals. You don't have to worry about leaving the house every time we show it. So those are all different things that you would incur if you're trying to get retail value out of it. Well, we just make it real simple and easy. We just give you, a cash offer. And when I mean cash offer, this means that we don't have to use traditional financing to buy your property. We have cash reserves that we can use. We have different hard money lenders that we use. So there's various different ways that we buy properties with cash, meaning that we don't go to the bank and say, hey, I need a loan, right? The way we buy properties is we have $125,000 we bring to the closing table. We give you the $125,000 less any note that you had on the property. So if you owed $100,000, you would walk away with the closing table at $25,000. The benefit of the way we do that is you don't have to pay for the closing costs, bring up the title. If there's some extenuating circumstances like back taxes or maybe nursing home bills or a number of different situations that have caused property not to be able to close, and we close it at a title company. Okay, and we do that there because we want to provide value to that next buyer that will sell this property to. Okay, because we don't want them to get a shady property. There's a lot of people out there that will try to close without going through a title company, and there may be some unresolved issues over the years, especially if the property is transferred from multiple different people recently or it was inherited. You never know what is pending against the title and the deed of that property. So we want to make sure everything's cleared up. That way nothing in the future comes back on you because you work with somebody that works out of the trunk of their car. Okay. We are professionals. We do this daily, and we are here to help you. We want to buy your house for cash. We will give you the best value for your property that we can, and we'll show you another option to get maximum ARV. So we're here to help you. We're here to help the neighborhoods that we work in, and we look forward to meeting you, and we appreciate this time learning more about ARV value. Again, what ARV is after repair value. So what the value of your home is today compared to the value after all the repairs. And we can break that down. We basically, for any property that we look at, we put together a detailed scope sheet so we can understand all the details of everything that needs to be repaired and the estimated cost. That helps us put our evaluation on it and see what the cost would be to repair the property to get it up to market. Then that tells us if this property has enough value in it, because we have to make a little profit after we put all those repairs in there, and it's a lot of risk. But we want to make sure that there's a little profit for us and obviously profit for you. And we want all of us to win, because when we fix up a property in the neighborhood, it brings up the values for our other properties, and it just makes your community look better, and so on. So we'd love to talk to you about buying your house. We'll buy it for cash or give you a maximum dollar plan through our ARV program.